The 7th round of the FIM Motocross World Championship sees the boys face yet more sand here in Kegums, a regular fixture on the calendar since 2009. The Zelterzerk circuit is just a 60-kilometre drive southeast from the capital Riga, in the Oga district, right in the heart of the country. The guys in MXGP arrive here with the championship battle tighter than ever, thanks to red plate holder Tim Geisser's patchy form in recent weeks. Jeffrey Herlings is looming large too after his incredible return to racing in Lommel. Meanwhile, Maxime Renault now has a gap at the top of the MX2 standings, but will be aware that Yamaha teammate Jago Hitz is finding his form after an injury-plagued start to the season, with Tom Vial also riding his way back to fitness. The track is ripped and ready for the MXGP of Latvia.
Mikkel Harup takes us for a lap around the Zelterzerk circuit. Always a tricky first turn to navigate here in Latvia. Immediately from the exit of the corner, you're over the Fox Holeshot line and past pit lane. And coming out of turn 2, you'll notice we're using the same layout as Latvia 3 last year, which was when we came back here after the reboot. The run down towards the finish line then, the other side of the Epone jump through this left, a split section. We head to the Monster Energy finish line here. And as we land, we are back into this right-hand turn. It's a 180 switchback, slightly sloped out to the outside. A split section here coming into this tight left. Again, there'll be a lot of carnage and bar banging going on through there, the opening lap. The short tabletop, and you can see the ruts the other side of that as we approach the waves. You can go single-double or double-single. Either way, we're heading uphill. Double-single over the crest into this right-hander. We start to fall away a little bit here. Dropping down over a single. Again, the ruts, the bumps, they're all going to be pretty gnarly by the time we're done with this race. Couple more waves, small double, and then the backside of the circuit in front of where the fans normally are. Couple jumps, tabletop here, the Monster Energy one longer as we head into the waves. Again, you can double and single your way through there. Again, we've seen a lot of carnage through that part of the racetrack over the years. Exit that turn over the small FC Moto tabletop. And then into the left, we enter the wave section down this next part of the racetrack. Series of waves, 6-7 waves. They continue through the left-hander. A high line, or there will be a higher line through there on race day. And then again here, a higher side on the right side. Over the city tabletop. Remember years ago, we used to go straight on and right, but now that familiar racetrack from Latvia 3 brings us back 180 in the opposite direction. Into this left, and then over a small jump, before we go left again, a double through the corner. And then this right brings us back onto the original part of the racetrack. We head uphill over the Monster Energy Mountain. And as we land on the other side, there'll be a short burst of speed before hitting braking bumps. We go right, chicane, left, back onto the start straight here and back towards turn 1.
A small injury coming into the season. I had no expectation, and that's why I think it went so good for me. I finished 3rd in the first moto and then overall 4th. The next few rounds were decent, consistent, so I was going on a good way.
It was a good race in Olyonok for my first race in MX2 this year. Nice to start the season like that. Luckily, I was a few minutes with the red flag, but I make a mistake and I crashed. Everyone is good rider. Everyone finish almost every time in the top 10, and I make some mistake. Now I'm focused on the race now. The gap is bigger, but yeah, we are focused on the race at the moment.
If you had a bad weekend, you would try to forget the weekend you previously had. That's part of the job, and let's try to mentally stay strong, even though it could have been in a bad weekend.
Majoras, my first motos were not so consistent like I wanted to be. Bad starts, and it's difficult to come back on a few tracks. But I felt like second moto, that was my best moto so far. I wanted to be more consistent, especially in the first motos. That's what we worked on. It was my first full year in MX2. I did a lot of races last year. Normally I was used to EMX, just a half of the races. You have to be there from the start. The last minutes, the last laps, they are still pushing. That's the most difficult and new thing from the EMX to the GPs.
I ride a little bit crazy and I have a lot of energy. We try to work on that with Mark. All the winter we work on that. I try to ride more relaxed, more easy. I make some mistakes also, but it's better than the year before.
My goals for this year would be just to finish off the season. If I have a top 10 or top 15, it doesn't make so much difference. I would like to try just to finish the season off strong and then have something to build from there. I don't know if I would say I'm a sand specialist, but obviously coming from Denmark, we have a lot of sand tracks. I felt comfortable on the hardpack tracks as well. The results just haven't shown as much.
I hope that Latvia will give us the same boost as last year. Last year we had 5 podiums. That was great for us. The last couple of weeks were a little bit rough, so I definitely hope that we can switch this with Latvia.
Last year was a good race for me. For sure, I like so much the track, and I give my best for this weekend.
I like this track. I like it's not rough like Lommel, but it's not really hard pack track either. For me, it's a great track and I feel very comfortable here.
We are around 40 points behind the championship leader, so I think still everything is possible. So yeah, we will not give up and still fight for podiums and as well for the title.
Green flag at the back, all eyes down to the front of the grid. Midway down the start straight, the Fly Racing 15-second board is up for the first time today. Oh, 1 or 2 riders try to go too early, catching out a few of them as well. And it's going to be Guadagnini, crosses the foxhole shot line. Oh, Isaac Gifting. And is that Bo Damin there with him as well? Here, is it round the outside and up the inside? Yes, it is. But again, being forced to go the long way round, but then somehow close the door down on the Australian. Takes second position, almost loses both wheels in the process. Known affectionately within the team as Big Balls Brome. Wonder who gave him that nickname, possibly Mark Deruva, the trainer. Fernandez. Hurlings fell there in time practice last year. So 2 crashes for Ruben Fernandez today, 1 in time practice and the other one here in race 1. And this is how Jago Geerts found his way past the Australian. But Renault trying the same tack on the Italian. This is for the lead, and he does. He's got that corner absolutely dialed. Maxime Renault takes over the lead then on lap 6. Harrop goes defensive, swings through the middle of the turn, defensive again, but that's going to set. Oh, I was going to say that's going to set Beniston right up. But this time Beniston up the inside. He jumps long. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective. Beniston now in the 5th place. Yeah, Vial tries to rough up, and you can see out the corner of his eye Mikkel Harrop trying to control the line. Doing everything he can to hang on to that 6th place now. Renault into the final lap, and he does so with a cushion over Mattia Guadagnini to the tune of 5 seconds. He goes on to win race 1 here. Guadagnini will take 2nd. Jorgo Geerts will be 3rd. The gate drops. Over on the left side we're looking, and Harop gets a flyer, but so too does Gifting. He squeezes Jed Beaton to the inside. Vial all the way to the outside, almost running out of track. But it's Guadagnini who emerges down past pit lane first. Just behind him is Maxim Renault and Mikkel Harop. Then we've got the 93 of Jorgo Geerts. Gifting is in there as well, and so too Jed Beaton. Beaton can't believe it. He made a great start, but just catching the bank to the outside. Renault finding his way past the number 11 to move into 2nd place. Jorgo Geerts down the inside, losing the back end as he tries to get alongside Harop. Harop trying to close the door on the Belgian. Fernandez duffing up the inside of Harop to move into 4th, but it's Guadagnini who leads. Renault, Jorgo Geerts is next. Then we've got the 70. Ruben Fernandez is 4th. 5th is Harop. 6th, Hoffa. Whoa, Hoffa losing the front end, somehow staying up. It's going to be costly here though. The 28 there, who somehow is able to go around the outside of both him and Hoffa. Hoffa also up the inside of Harop. Talk about parking your teammates. Tries to get in and out early, gets on the power, and Renault is alongside the KTM. Oh, easily on the back wheel, and he goes into the lead. Lap 6, Deja Vu. Ruben Fernandez just running out of legs. Vial moving into 4th position. Maxim Renault, he crosses the line, goes 1-1 for the first time in his career. He wins the Grand Prix, and Maxim Renault will stand on the top step of the podium. Alongside him, his teammate Jorgo Geerts. Guadagnini will be 3rd. In terms of the championship, Renault continues to lead the championship chase. He continues to have that red plate on the front of that Monster Energy Yamaha. 34 clear now of Mattia Guadagnini. 36 clear of Jorgo Geerts.
I'm really happy with my first 2 races win and overall win for my career. Yeah, I was under pressure for sure because I was leading both motos, and I was not so tired physically, but it's more mentally. This track is so sketchy on some places with the hard edges underneath, you know, so really hard to pay attention and to don't throw the lead. Yeah, to don't throw the lead, but super happy with the results, super happy with the red plate, the win. So yeah, just let's keep going.
Through the season, we've been asking the riders just what is the first thing they think about in the mornings. Paul, what's the first thing you think about in the morning?
Good question.
Oh, that's a tough one. Depends what kind of morning it is.
The first thing I think in the morning is to drink a good cappuccino.
Breakfast.
I'm always hungry when I wake up, so I'm always quick out the bed and on to breakfast.
Breakfast, really.
Always something different, but anyway, I always have my goal in front of me, you know, every time when I wake up.
I used to send a message to my girlfriend every time I get up. For sure my mind go to her the first moment in the morning and to send her a message.
I can't go too deep. Looking at my social media, do I get more followers?
No. It depends on if it's before the race or if it's in a regular day.
You know, professional sportsmen have kind of like schedule of the day.
I really don't know what the first thing that I think in the morning. Depends how I wake up.
The first things now it's the baby the morning because normally it's her who wake up us the morning. So yeah, it's the girl.
Survive the day.
The first thing what I think in the morning is how many hours I have to train today.
You wake up, you eat something, you go into training, you came back.
We are lucky. We do our job. Better job in the world is ours.
Breakfast, rest, training again.
Every morning the first thing I think about is take my phone, and also I check my resting heart rate every morning to see how well I'm recovered.
Training, breakfast, rest, training, lunch, training again.
If it's before the race, many things go through my head. I think that's one of my struggles sometimes. I think a lot.
Yeah, the first thing I think is go riding and yeah, enjoy my riding and enjoy my day.
You eat, training, you go sleep, training, rest, training, you go sleep and repeat everything.
Excited to be racing. Yeah, just excited for the whole day. Try to be the best I can. Difficult. That's why I said depends what kind of morning it is.
Can't see Arminas Jasikonis, so AJ then doesn't look like he's going to be lining up after that fall in practice this morning. MXGP race 1, 30 minutes plus 2 round the Zelterzergs, not an easy place to come to. Tell you what, Prado's not hanging about, is he? He's had his elbows out twice now. Those two bar to bar. Herlings takes over the lead though at the first time of Askin. Doesn't want any more Spanish elbow. Geiser keen to keep Herlings in his sights. Alongside Prado at the top of the hill, this is for second. Heart rates absolutely spiking through the roof at this stage of the race. Adrenaline fueling through their veins. Geiser still trying to hang on to that second place. Needs a good solid result after his last two wobbles. Cairoli looking for a way around the outside of Koldenhoff. He may just make it happen as well, but he's got to go long, he's got to be brave, but that outside line working, he's going to have to force the issue here, and he does. Cairoli then up into fourth place. Despite Cairoli being on the inside line here, just not close enough, or is he? Whoa! Teammates or not? Anything you can do, I can do better. Gloves are off in that side of the garage. Neither one backing down. Cairoli frustrated that he's behind his teammate Prado, saying, well, you're going to have to come through me if you're going to go by me, and that's exactly what he does this time around. See, see how much, oh, catching a little bit of dirt, and Jonas is through on Koldenhoff. Jonas lighting up the fans here in Kegums. He moves into 6th place. Jeffrey Hurlings, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing, wins race 1 here. Becomes a winner for the 4th time this year. The most race wins now from anybody.
It's tough, really tough. Like, also this track, like so much crab booms, I really feel like physically I'm okay, but to hold on is going to be a tough second motor. But we pushed like last weekend again, and we do our best. So this was a good start of the weekend. So hopefully get a good start second motor. That will be very important, and work from there. So got to the Red Bull KTM Racing team. The bike did an amazing job. So look forward to Moto 2.
Who's that gone down? Jonas. Jonas goes down, I think, in the first turn. Chervelin and Jonas, I think it was the 2 riders who went down. Oh, 128 to the outside. Oh, there's Chervelin face down. Okay, so in the outside then, Chervelin and Monticelli. Valandrin has got himself into 4th, just keeping Cairoli at bay. Cairoli gets good drive though, through the waves. Geiser trying to force his way up the inside, and he does find a way past Calvin Valandrin. Oh, Cairoli throws it away. Cairoli out of 4th place, losing both front and rear wheel at the same time. Oh, Roman Febvre throws away the lead. Oh, Jonas is down. He's been in a tangle with Jacobi. So Jonas was up to 15th. Henry Jacobi, well, there was no way he was going to go through there. Completely unnecessary. Prado doing everything right. Be a big win for him actually if he can conquer Hurlings. Running out of options. Oh, I tell you what, that was a big moment. That was close. Oh, Hurlings has parked it. And Febvre's gone through. So Jeffrey Hurlings goes down. Just at the bottom of the hill. He's going to lose 2 positions. Jorge Prado is going to win. Geiser wins the Grand Prix. And the last place Hurlings wants to be right now is anywhere near the podium, I would imagine.
Super devastated. I feel sorry for the team, feel sorry for myself, but it's racing and I did it all myself. So already can't wait for Turkey in 4 weeks. Hopefully the pain will be gone by then and I can train a bit and be better than what I was today. So yeah, trying to hunt those boys down. I think we're still on 42, 43 points down, but a lot of racing left, so I don't give up on the dream and we keep chasing from here.
With that, we come to a soggy but spectacular end of 4 consecutive GP weekends. Tim Geiser kept his cool to extend his lead at the top of the MXGP standings, while Jeffrey Hurlings rode through the pain once again to stay in the title hunt. Maxime Renault bagged his first ever 1-1 to move 34 points clear of Mattia Guadagnini in MX2 and tighten his grip on that precious red plate. We now have a 3-week break where I'll be spending some quality time at home. Paul, what are you going to be getting up to?
Well, I think I'm going to go and think about what I think about first thing in the morning when I wake up.
Sounds like a plan to me. Enjoy that, and on that bombshell, we'll say goodbye, and I'll look forward to seeing you at the beginning of September for the MXGP of Turkey.